It's El Paso, and it's about midnight. I'm trolling here underneath I believe it's a 10 freeway here in El Paso. Kind of like this site here because you have the bridge. And then under the bridge, you have a star. This is an electrical star that is on a hillside here in El Paso. The people here seem to like writing on mountains. I noticed today there's like an E somewhere on the hillside. I noticed an M over by the Sun Bowl, and I saw an A on the hillside today. But this is the first electrical kind of sign on a hillside I have ever seen in my life, and it's just under the 10 freeway here. And I thought it kind of fitting because instead of some ugly, hairy, ugly troll under the freeway, at least from my perspective, it's a star under the freeway, not some ugly, homeless person. And I see myself as a star. I'm sure the star was put up there not for homeless people like me, but for the neighbors over yonder who eat at the McDonald's or the Burger King along the way, which seems to aptly fit underneath the star that shines over the community on the hillside. It's something to be said here as I look from my perspective as a homeless person, as a star under the bridge, is that so few homeless people do see themselves as stars under the bridge. Most see themselves as trolls under the bridge, ugly, unwanted, unloved, un-Disney-like people who are outside of society and outside of the community and outside of the Burger Kings and the McDonald's, where the rest of the community lives. And it's difficult if you have no self-esteem going into homelessness to manufacture any self-esteem. All homelessness seems to do is erode self-esteem. It's very difficult to build self-esteem out of homelessness. So for unwanted children that run away, women who are abused domestically, sexually, whatever, guys that find themselves in a spiral after losing a job and then losing a home and then losing income and then losing their house and find themselves on the street. It's so difficult to manufacture self-esteem. And it's a long road back to Burger King in the community with the star. And it's impossible usually when you're on the street to ever see yourself as a star underneath the bridge. Fortunately, I kind of do. I see myself as a star. I have very strong self-esteem. I had it going into my homelessness because I didn't feel my homelessness was because of me. I thought it was because of time and circumstance. So I had a whole fund of self-esteem going into homelessness, but I can say at this midnight hour, after 3 or 4 years here on the street, that it's certainly has been eroded, and it's certainly have had its toll taken on it, and a lot of the luster has worn. And one of my fears of being homeless is that I will lose that self-esteem before I get off this road. And that's what scares me, because a lot of the reasons many people stay on the street is that they lose any self-esteem they have, and they resign themselves to the street. And so I've known guys on the street, women on the street for 20, 30, 40 years who have just given up because there's no self-identity, there's no self-esteem outside of the sense that they are trolls under the bridge, and they do not belong to the community, and they are not worthy, and they are not worthy of the community, I guess is it. So just a thought here, under the bridge, this troll at midnight here in El Paso.